because there's so much stuff. Oh, we're recording. That's okay.
All right, Austin J, what are we doing, sir?
Well, hello.
I'm so excited.
Hello. So whatever day you're listening to this on. For us, this is the second recording of the day. So buckle in, folks. So this is the inauguration of drafting. So
what's the name, Austin? What is the name of this stuff? What did you want to call it?
I want it to be called Draft Day, but I gotta make sure we could call it Draft Day, like officially. Yeah.
You're right. Damn. Okay. So
you know what I'm saying? We're drafting names, but I would like to call it something around Draft Day, something like that, right? I can't just say it's called that because I don't know. 100%.
You don't know if that has been trademarked yet.
But that's why we're doing it on here. This is the first inauguration of a draft-based show. We'll be posting topics for people to vote on for us to do every week. And it might be on the podcast, might just be on YouTube. I don't know. We'll mix it up. Maybe sometimes we do episodes. Doesn't matter. All we know is this episode is all it's going to be is a draft. A draft for the voters on Twitter to vote to see who had the best draft.
It's definitely going to be me. I'm just going to say it's going to be me. Hands down, I'm going to have the best squad. I already thought of the name.
See, no,
there's no name. You don't name your squad.
I'm a GM. Yes, I am. I definitely
just
get the name.
Your name. This is Daisy's team.
Like when Austin told us what the topic of draft was, I was like, Austin and I are going to fucking crush it.
That's a lot.
Really? Daisy gave up on this topic a long time ago.
I gave up on this topic.
You haven't abandoned
New Comic Wednesdays with us. You don't even know.
Oh, I don't. That universe got too deep for me, bro. Like I didn't want to keep up with the comic issuance every week. I didn't want to kill
comics though. I would just buy them. And he would just
I did for a time, but then I was like, "Awesome, this is too much."
Well, I haven't read that many comics either lately, that's fine. But I'm saying, what got you more in anime was this topic right here.
No,
the vocal point.
Yes and no, because I started off watching.
That's what I meant to say.
I started off watching anime first, but superhero universe in general made me fall in love back with anime because you start to realize how massive these universes are, and then you kind of find your niches, and then you're like, oh, but anime just does a better job storytelling as opposed to regular American animation. But we don't need to discuss that. But yeah, what are we talking about, man? What are we doing? Our first inaugural draft.
So this draft today is going to be on Marvel, in the genre of Marvel. That is what the voters picked on from the post last week.
How did it turn out?
Our genres today, it will be 6 picks because Rachel decided we're doing 2 extra instead of 1. So it will be MCU characters, so just from the movie, and then it'll be overall like characters not in it, basically, like just overall Marvel characters. Like it could be anybody that's not in the movies.
Okay, got you.
Okay, just straight up like mutants because I feel like it was a good genre to get away from like everybody else. And then we'll do villains overall, like in the movies or like whatever. And then we're gonna do objects from anything, and then we're gonna do storyline/themes.
Got it.
That will be the 6 rounds. We will do a snake draft.
I'm so excited.
So let's see.
It is Black History Month. I'm just gonna say it's Black History Month.
Okay, but that's not how this works. I'm gonna put it in a randomized thing. Hold on. Random. Hold on. I'm gonna do this live, so there's no cheating. Random.
I have my notes. I'm ready.
Oh, okay. I have my notes on my phone.
I'm also for anyone who has anxiety, you know, like there's comfort movies. It's a very like common thing among people with anxiety to rewatch movies or series or whatever over and over. And the MCU is one of my comfort genres. And so I'm like currently like rewatching all of it again, even if it just finished.
Interesting.
I'm like in it.
I was thinking about watching
what are you rewatching?
All of them.
The MC. Yeah. I was thinking about rewatching I'm not rewatching, watching Captain Marvel, because I was like, how does this tie into the universe? Because I realistically, I think that's the only movie I haven't seen that's Marvel, besides what they're doing now with Disney Plus. So I was like, I probably should just see that just so I can be complete. But
yeah, there were a few that I saw like way late and out of order. Like just saw Doctor Strange for the first time like a few months ago, and I didn't love it.
Okay.
But whatever.
Doctor Strange is graphically pleasing. That's why I like it. The stuff.
We all know I have a lot of problems, but I also, so I have this like thing that makes it, like my balance and coordination is just off. So whenever I can't do like VR things, because they make me really oriented. So all of that movie, just like it honestly, like really just kind of hurt my head. It was really hard for me to like.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that.
It was very disorienting for me. So I think that's probably why I didn't enjoy it, because I was really just having a hard time like actually watching the film.
Got you.
Hold on. Sorry, I was trying to find a good way to do this. That's my bad.
You could just share your screen, or, you know, if you really want to, you could just pull it up on your MacBook, whatever Air, type in randomizer, put in our names, and share with the royalty so they can see if you want to give them a true experience. But he's not even listening to me.
I'm not listening to you.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I can also.
So what is your favorite movie in the MCU?
Favorite movie in the MCU?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Favorite movie in the MCU, one that really had me like, wow. I liked is it Winter Soldier? What's the one where Captain America is basically against the whole entire universe?
Civil War.
That was a good one.
Really
I like the fact that in the movie it's not really a true villain, and the villain itself is Tony Stark. I like that a lot. I thought that was an interesting take. Yeah. But I also like that Captain America finally got rid of the goody two shoes and the
Rachel
and the good boy act. How about
Rachel is one?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm showing you. You can't even see it because of the screen. Damn it.
Oh, you did the Matrix.
Rachel is one.
Yeah, I see it.
I'm two and Daisy's three.
See how they do you on Black History Month?
Though?
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're doing Snake.
All right, what's the first one?
Okay.
So Rachel, you can.
Wait, so
it can be. No, there's no order. So I'm gonna write it down like each person's pick, but there's no order like of the genre. So like this is whatever Rachel think is the number one overall pick in any of the genres. There's no order in that way, is what I'm saying. You can only pick one from each genre though. So like when Rachel gives me her pick, I'm gonna put it on my notes, and I'm just gonna write down like what it is, and then I'm gonna write down what category it goes to, so I know. So Marvel draft, and then Rach. Yes. What?
Are we explaining it after we make the pick? Or are we all gonna say our picks and then explain?
No. Each pick and like do your pick and explain like after each one.
Got you.
Pick one.
So
pick one for Rach.
I have a theme for mine.
I'm so excited. So my first pick, the first pick,
number one overall of everything,
is, if I could do a drum roll, I would do a drum roll. Wanda Maximoff. The Scarlet Witch. Yes.
I knew that it was gonna. It makes sense because your hair is also the same color as her, but I figured that it was gonna be a.
It's obviously it was gonna be a woman.
Yep.
Because obviously, I am who I am.
Why not?
2. I love her character arc. I love that she's imperfect. I love that she has felt, and it has been shown in the MCU, that she, you know, struggles with the role that she plays in society. But I think that she's also the strongest Avenger, and it has been said in WandaVision and in multiple reviews of Endgame that if Thanos did not throw a blitz, Wanda could have killed him. I think she is the strongest Avenger. I think she's the strongest character in all of the MCU. So my first pick, the Suburban Kings draft ever, has to be Wanda Maximoff.
Okay. Wanda Maximoff.
Wanda Maximoff.
Off the table.
Off it.
While I do like that pick, don't think it was number 1 overall, but that is because it's your
I was
opinion.
about to say, it's opinion, but
I don't think that's number 1 overall.
On the scale of
saying
pedigree.
She's not like. I'm not saying it's a bad pick, but like I don't think it was the best pick there.
What do you think the best pick was?
I think you could have got her later in the draft because I don't think me and Daisy were gonna draft her. I really don't.
Wasn't even in my catalog.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real honest.
I'm gonna be honest. She wasn't like out of all the people.
She didn't make my criteria. She didn't make my criteria. I had a real stringent criteria on mine, and she didn't make it.
No, the second you told us we were drafting Marvel, I was like, I need Wanda. Like she was the
I understand. I just think you could have got her in a later round.
Well, Austin,
we'll see how this plays out. I still think I will get a lot of the vote after the fact, but whatever. Okay, it's fine, Austin.
Okay. Yeah. So I will be going into the villains as my second number 1 pick, and I will be picking Dr. Victor Von Doom.
No, that's
and that is pick. Because
that's a strong
not
pick.
Only is he a being of powers, and he's also as smart as Tony Stark, he's also the leader of a whole country. So he has diplomatic immunity no matter what. So it's a villain that literally can't be touched unless he does something wrong. He's a ruler of a whole country. Like I said, he's very powerful. He hasn't been introduced in the MCU round, but in general, people consider him one of the most powerful beings.
Are we not considering the first Fantastic Four movie, or
those aren't in the MCU?
Oh, you're right. Those are Sony. You're right. My bad.
But I would say, like, everything put together, not only strong and powerful, because he has a suit that's his skin. It's the metal. I forgot what metal it is exactly, but like I said, he's also as smart as Tony Stark. So he has a lot of things. He has a lot of power. He's got a lot of money, and he has a lot of behind him to do bad things without ever being caught for these things.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. That's a good pick.
That's something that wouldn't have occurred. This is going to be interesting because that's not someone that occurred to me at all.
Rachel, you gotta do the research.
I told us what we're doing, like
just to follow diplomatic immunity, because I was along the same lines of a man who has all the power in the world and in general is every bit as smart, they have said, as Tony Stark, every bit as strong and as brave as my man Captain America, and is a king of his own country with the most valuable resource in the world. Yes, did I say it? My number 1 overall pick, RIP to Chadwick Boseman. It is T'Challa, the Black Panther. How did we forget somebody who is equally as strong with less weight on his body, because vibranium, as light as it is still more durable than anything that Tony Stark can create. In addition to that, let's think about who he has as his background. The whole nation of Wakanda. Not to mention his beautiful relationship with his sister Shuri, who does all the scientific inventions for Wakanda. So this was very planned out by me, you know. I didn't think of just the character of T'Challa and Black Panther. Let's not forget about the Amazing Warriors. What are their names? I can't remember their names. The women with the staffs that, protect the king. I can't remember it.
I can't think of their name. I know the character's name of the general, but I can't think of
Yes, whatever, those women. But my pick is a team, just like LeBron has assembled a team around him with Maverick and whoever else is in his posse. T'Challa has all these people to call on. So I feel like that pick, just based on the support alone, deserves the number 1 pick. And I got it at 3 royalty. Just remember that. Again, I think I'm being a great GM because what I'm doing is picking the best available.
Okay. Well, you also get to go again.
Yeah.
Snake.
Oh, I get another one.
Back picks.
Oh, snake draft.
Okay, so you did your MCU character, so you have
Correct.
everything else on the board.
Okay, so I have everything else on the board. That's a good draft. So I'm going to go with so does the character that is a non-character, does it have to be MCU?
No, it's not MCU, I thought.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like it's a character that is not in the MCU, like the movies.
Oh,
so it's a Marvel character,
not
in the movies.
Marvel character, not in the movies. So if that is the case, I am going to go with another strong Black male lead. Merry Sweet Christmas, Luke Cage, aka Power Man, who has gotten recognition from Captain America as being one of the most honorable members in the Avengers, the voice of reason in the new Avengers. I don't know if you have watched the cartoons, but my man, Luke Cage, Power Man of Harlem, is my second pick for a non-MCU character not being in the movies. We have strength. We have dexterity. We have basically power, a Black Superman who cannot fly. But in all that, he is looked at as the voice of reason on his squad. So on my squad, he is going to be the level-headed one. You know, I have T'Challa, the leader. Then you got to have somebody that reigns in the leader, second in command. I'm just telling you, look at my squad right now, okay? That's all I have to say.
Okay. It is my pick.
Yes.
I'm going to go mutant.
Okay.
And my number 1, pick number 2 overall for mutant will be Wolverine. Yes, the one and beloved.
You son of
The
a
one
bitch.
and beloved.
I
can't believe it's the second round and Wolverine is still there. Wolverine, number 1 mutant there is. He has
That's
the best story, one of the best storylines. They've made so many movies.
I'm so mad at you.
They made so many comics. Old man Wolverine.
Son of a bitch.
Like Young Mutants.
Like the Uncanny X-Force. I can't.
Yeah. Wolverine as an overall being, he's one of the strongest there is as well. I mean, not only just with his claws, but he's just a powerful mutant. And
wait. Is he Omega level mutant? I don't know if he ever got that criteria.
I don't think he did. But he's one of the OGs.
But he can, yep, you're right.
But he's one of the OGs and one of the strongest there is. And the one that lives forever, basically. So I'm going to give my number 1 mutant pick, Wolverine, fan beloved. There it is. My mutant pick.
So mad. Damn it.
All right, Rach, you got back-to-back picks.
Yes.
So mad.
Yeah, I mean, Wolverine.
That was her pick. That was her pick.
That was her pick.
That was my first mutant pick was Wolverine 100%. Oh, fuck you. So mad. Okay. So clarifying question. When we say non-MCU, so the movie is not under Kevin Feige, I assume.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay. Because so then technically X-Men movies would still count because they're not under Kevin Feige.
Right.
Okay. Then my mutant pick will be Deadpool.
Oh, good one.
That is a good pick.
One.
I just think, well, first off, comedic relief. Always good on a team. Also, he can, if he loses an arm, he can regrow it, have the weird little baby hand. We appreciate it. And he's just kind of an overall badass. So obviously, definitely be my mutant draft. Then my villain, I think. Do anti-heroes count?
I feel like they count, right?
Are you trying to do like for villain?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they could count.
Okay. Then I think.
I guess it just depends on who
Okay,
you're about
I'm
to
gonna go
pick.
with then my villain, because he was a villain in the movies, will be Loki.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely
redemption storyline, so I wasn't sure if he still counted as a villain or more. I think he's more of an anti-hero.
I mean, I would consider him a villain now. He's done some bad stuff in general.
Terrible shit.
Okay, then I will go with Loki. I love his redemption storyline. I think it was great. I think, he did have some flaws. We all acknowledge it. But I think overall, he added a great deal to the MCU universe. I think he was funny. I think he had like a lot of good moments, a lot of bad moments. I think he was overall a good villain because he, other than Thanos, was the only villain to have a continuous storyline. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he didn't just make appearance in one movie and was defeated and was like gone. Like he's had a continuous thing. Like he doesn't go away. So I think that's a good what you look for in a villain. You don't want a villain that's easy to beat. You want one that's constantly challenging you and making you grow and change and evolve. And I think Loki will be my villain draft.
Wasn't Loki in like every single Avenger movie? Or am I mistaken?
He wasn't in Ultron.
No, he hasn't been in all of them, no.
But he's been in quite different movies.
And he's always in like the animated shows and that. Like he's always the main like antagonist. So
yeah, he's a bad guy for real.
Yeah.
Who's next?
All right, I'm up.
Yep.
And this pick right here also is my favorite character of all time. I've loved him since I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And now this will be my MCU pick. It will be Spider-Man.
I knew it. I mean,
Spider-Man is one of the first Marvel characters they made. He's one of Stan Lee's creations.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, who doesn't love Spider-Man? It doesn't even have to be Peter Parker. It could be Miles Morales, any of them, any of the Spider-Man. But they've done so many things off of Spider-Man in comics and shows. But this is in the MCU. They really did a good job, like bringing in like an actual teenager to play him, not an adult to play a teenager. I know he wasn't like a teenager, but I think they did a great job, like introducing him in Civil War, and then like those two movies off of that and Infinity War. Yeah. I mean, in Infinity War, one of the saddest scenes of all time.
Stop! Oh my God. Stop! We don't need to get emotional.
Wait,
it's Sunday. It's Sunday. Also.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my opinion on Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and I think this is a valid opinion and an opinion a lot of people share. I think that Tom Holland was the best Spider-Man we've ever had because Tobey Maguire was a good Peter, but not a good Spider-Man. And Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man, but not a good Peter Parker. I think Tom Holland is great at playing both like parts of the role. I think he's good as Spider-Man and as Peter Parker, whereas previously they fit one facet more than the other. So I just, that's my opinion on why Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I liked Andrew Garfield, because I thought he was Spider-Man.
I think Andrew Garfield was too cool though.
Yeah.
No, like, he was corny. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But Spider-Man is cool though.
But he's not. He's supposed to be like
Spider-Man the hero is cool.
Yeah, but not the high schooler though. He's not.
Spider-Man the hero. So like, listen to when I say this. When Andrew was Spider-Man, not Peter Parker, he did an amazing job of
Yeah.
being
That's what
Spider-Man.
that's what she said.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. That's why I like
but
him.
but as Peter Parker, he was too cool for what he was supposed to be.
Right. He wasn't
Like
a
that
nerd
actor in general is too cool to play that character.
Got you. Okay, now I get
He
what
just
you're saying.
already
Yeah.
is like a cool person, but he's supposed to be someone that's supposed to be a nobody.
Yeah.
Austin, quick question. So now is Spider-Man done, or can we pick multiple variations of Spider-Man?
No, Spider-Man's
the whole
done.
character.
Okay. So I have to change because you did what you did and you fucked me over. But we're not gonna talk about it.
These are the rules.
Best storyline, and I guarantee Austin. I'm gonna wait for Austin to get back because.
Sorry, I was just turning on my light.
No, that's fine.
It's dark in here.
But best storyline.
Super dark.
Let me cue it up. To your left.
Yes. Yep.
Mr. Sam, aka the right-hand man to my man, Captain America. Oh, wait, you are Captain America, Sam. Mr. aka the Falcon. Best storyline in the MCU. You want to talk about coming from the gutter all the way to the top? It's my man Falcon. I don't want to hear no.
What do you want me to put as like
the Falcon storyline?
You could just have Falcon storyline. You come from running around laps, getting to know Cap, or I should say, getting to what's Captain America's name?
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers. There you go. Thank you. Running around with Steve Rogers. He's trying to get acclimated to this new life.
Loyal friend.
And he found a loyal friend that helped him replace Bucky and became his new version of Bucky. And throughout this whole entire time, this man's trying to get back into the fight. And then he arrived as Falcon and in what was it, Winter Soldier. So we're seeing my man Falcon, Steve, aka Captain. And Steve is he's just watching him grow as a hero. And he's like, this has all the attributes to be the next Captain America. And you know what he says at the end of the movie? He doesn't come back. He says, Sam, meet me here at this time. He said, I think this belongs to you.
Oh my God.
This belongs to you. Old man Steve Rogers. You are a beautiful soul, man. You've lived almost 300 years of life, but you still know how to make a moment last forever. And for that, we salute you, Captain America.
Oh my God. You have another pick, sir, as well.
I know, but I had to let that sit because I was wondering when somebody was going to bring that. I know that there's other moments that, we still haven't touched, but I'm just gonna.
No saying other potential pick, Dave.
Yep, you got it.
What do I have left? What do I have left?
Objects and villain and
mutant, don't I? Yeah, I have
villain, mutant, and object.
Villain, mutant, and object. So what's a very valuable object? You know what? I'm gonna wait on that one. But let's go villain. So when I look at MCU villains, right?
It can be any villain, just so you know.
All right, I mean MCU as in even Netflix original and stuff like that. I look for one, motive and the meaning and purpose behind it, and two, execution. So with that being said, there was only a few individuals I could have. You already said one, and it was flawless. But we're not gonna. I can't fight it. Doom, Bacta, Victor Von Doom was already chosen. I can't do anything about it. But when I think about gumption and how I saw it play on the screen, there's only one person I could think of. And he said, just kill me, because I'd rather be in the ocean with my ancestors than in a mother-sucking cage.
Just say it.
Killmonger, you are that villain. And the conviction he had just to get back what was his at all costs was commendable. And really was what he felt and his motives behind what he was doing. Was he not justified?
No,
I mean, I hate to say it.
he was a villain
I
that
hate
was
to
hard to hate.
Exactly, and that's my point. You can't hate somebody who's.
It was sad.
Yeah.
At the end, when they're looking at the sunrise and they talk about how beautiful it is,
and they're half brothers, and he's like, we could do this together. He said, no. Why would I take a second seat when I know I should be king? It's just stuff like that that gets you, man. And he knows that the system was against him. But anybody who wants to take on the systems, I say kudos to you. But man, can we just admit that his hair was on point? His swag was 100%. And his delivery and execution, just to break into Wakanda. Just think about that. An impenetrable fortress city that is literally hidden by holograms. I just want to think about the level of intelligence that Killmonger has to have, Just don't think that Deji, in his theme, every character that he's chosen has been Black. Just don't think about that. Think about the execution of what I just said, right? I'm going to give you the list afterwards, but the execution to get into Wakanda, think about that. Wakanda. Killmonger. Okay, I'm done.
Are you done?
I'm done, man. I thought it was gonna be gone because I was like, man, that man. How could you hate Killmonger? It's like Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker. Could you be mad at him at the end of the movie?
Yes.
Could you be?
Yeah.
No, you can't. No.
I mean, he murdered the whole studio
because he didn't get the help that he deserved. The system failed him. So then it's all chaos, it's anarchy. But that's another tangent. If we want to talk about DC, we can go with DC as well. But we're talking about Marvel.
That should be a different one. That'll be another one.
But we're talking about Marvel. And I choose you, Killmonger, on my squad. Rack up all the body counts. You can even write. You can even write them. You can even start writing them on me if you get too many, Killmonger.
Okay.
Oh my God. All right. My Marvel character, not an MCU, is going to be, has been my favorite character a long time, actually. People don't know. I played him a lot in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, the first one for PlayStation 2. It was a good one. I will choose Blade for my squad.
Ooh, let's talk about it. Okay, I like that.
I will choose Blade. Blade is half human, half vampire, daywalker by day, bloodsucker by night. He is very good he's a great fighter. He's great shot with guns, different weapons, but ultimately his sword that can cut through all vampires and all humans day or night. He has to live through blood, but can walk by day. I mean, there's no one else like Blade. He fights Dracula. He fights normal villains. He's everything. He can live forever. I love Blade. Because I always like vampire stuff. I like vampires. I like that. But the concept of a half human, half vampire that's alive and he's a hero and is just fighting for the revenge of his mother for being turned into a vampire. I love the storylines. I can't wait for the actual movie when they do make it, the new movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Blade, even the Wesley Snipes one, he was good. The first two are good. The third one was not good.
Wait,
but Blade,
is the third one with Ryan Reynolds?
They get off target there. But Wesley Snipes' Blade is also awesome. Yeah, the whole concept is awesome. And him being in the Marvel universe, it connects all like the underworld stuff. I think Blade is just overall awesome. So that's why Blade is on my team.
Rachel is thinking over there.
Not MCU. Okay. Rachel, it is now your fourth and fifth pick. Yep. Okay. You have object, theme, and non-MCU.
Okay. I'm going to hold off on my non-MCU because I don't think that's going to get picked. between the two of you. So first, I will start out with my storyline or theme. I am going to go with the overall character development and character arc of, I'm going to say it. You ready? James Buchanan Barnes. That's right, the Winter Soldier.
His that's character a good one.
Development, the stories that he told, his participation. He was one of the Winter Soldiers. His redemption arc, like overall, Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan. I'm a Stan. You can't not like Bucky Barnes. Like, I mean, he's Bucky. Like
Bucky
is my thing. One. I'm going with Bucky Barnes.
Rachel likes redemption arcs. I'm starting to see that.
I really do. And then I have my object, and I'm so excited for my object. Y'all have no idea. Ready?
Object.
You're not even fucking ready. Are you okay? The Pym particles.
A Pym particle.
Mm-hmm. The shit that like Ant-Man, amazing, great. The Wasp, super cool. But the Pym particles in anyone's hands just levels them up so much. They're so useful. They're the only thing like it in the entire world. Others have tried and they just can't fucking do it. The Pym particle.
That's good. That's heat.
That is good.
I can't. That is very good. Two good picks. Woo.
Thank
you.
Right. That is good. Okay, so I'm gonna go storyline, like just in general, like a theme. They are making a show off of this already, like a live action one. But I'm going to take the Secret Invasion storyline.
Oh, of the Skrulls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the. I don't know what they'll do in the live action one, but the Secret Invasion storyline. I've always liked that one because it brings like stuff from the universe down to real world, and basically they take over the bodies. Well, not the bodies, but of the Avengers, and like get rid of the actual Avengers and start taking over like the world by that. And then basically pinning all superheroes against each other because nobody knows who's really the real one. So I just like that storyline, because it's almost like it's like Secret Wars, Secret Invasions of like you're having all these characters fighting against if you don't even know if it's the real one or not. And it gets like political because they go into power and taking over the whole world. And it's just a cool concept. So I'm going Secret Invasion from the Skrulls. That's what I'm doing.
It's a good one. It's a real good one. That's going to be interesting to see how it plays on the big screen. I'm not going to lie to you.
I get it's with Samuel as Nick Fury for sure. Like they said that it's going to be him and like the Skrulls, but I don't know how it's going to go.
I think I'd rather see that on a television show.
No, it is a show.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because
they're doing a Disney Plus show of the Secret Invasion.
Got you. I was like, I'd rather see that on a show than a movie. All right, my goal. So I have mutant and object left, right?
Yeah.
So I could go interchangeably. So let's go object, and just staying on my theme of black. This movie was kind of a flop. But in that, we learned about a character that we've always heard about, but we never really truly understood why it is the way it is. And I'm going with Venom, the black symbiote. We learned.
You're going with Venom. So it would be it would just be symbiote then.
Fine, the black symbiote. We learned but he named himself Venom. So is his name not?
It's called no. They usually just call it the symbiote.
Fine, call it that, the black symbiote. But we learn its struggle on its home planet as the outcast because it's not able to do everything that the other symbiotes are, quote unquote, able to do. And before that, my sir, we understand you over here on Team Deji. We understand being an outcast. We understand being looked over. Past that, we understand that.
So is this your object, right?
Object, black symbiote, and we have it with Venom. We have him with Flash Gordon. What was it? Flash Gordon? No, not Flash Gordon. Flash
Carnage?
Thompson. No, Carnage, but that's not a black symbiote. That's red, but they're the same. But I was thinking about when we had what was it called? Oh, it was on the Spider-Man series. You remember when Flash got the symbiote and they be on the New Avengers and he became like Agent Venom?
Agent Venom, yeah.
There we go. So he has different variations. He wasn't always bad. He just needs the right person. And now, lastly, my mutant. What is any good mutant but somebody who cares for people that are less fortunate? And that could be mutants. And her herself understands the struggle and strife of children. Because when she was homeless in Egypt and trying to just find something to survive, guess who came and found her? Yes, you heard me, Charles Xavier. But am I choosing Charles Xavier? No, I'm choosing Storm, or AKA, what's her name? Oh, I want to say her name. I don't want to butcher her name. So I'll just say Storm. Storm, Omega level mutant, who can control all the storms, all the seasons, give it to you any way you want. And even in her storyline, she finds a way to fall in love with who other than T'Challa the Black Panther. I'm just giving you a fully fleshed out and developed team that can interact and connect with one another, but still stand alone. Can y'all imagine when they actually give Storm her own movie? Just think about it. Homeless in Egypt, stealing food from different merchants. Meets Charles Xavier, comes into her own, starts to fully harness how powerful mutation in controlling the weather. Then years forward past, she meets T'Challa. And notice how you can now bring two universes. And if this is what the MCU does, I'm just doing it for them. Two universes. We already know that the Black Panthers is getting a show now. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman. They never wanted to replace you. So now they're just going to give us a 5-year or a 5-part story. Go ahead and bring Storm in there. And now you got the mutant X-Men coexisting. Match made in heaven.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I have the best draft. I don't know. I want to say it too early, but I really feel like I have the best draft. That's all I have to say.
Mm-hmm. All right. Wow. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. All I have left is objects, and I'm gonna go with the first thing that we ever started with the Infinity Stones. The first thing that's been in all the movies, the first thing that ever started anything. I'm going with the Tesseract. I'm going with it. It's been in every Marvel movie. It's some way or another, it's throughout time. The Tesseract has been the one thing that's been on Earth that Shields had, that Howard Stark studied, that Loki used to bring Thanos' army, that
Vision gave Vision his powers.
Everything. This Tesseract has been through every movie almost. It's been through every possible thing. I'm going with the Tesseract.
I respect that. Respectful choice. All right, so
Rachel, the final pick of the day.
Final pick. With my non-MCU character, I was torn between.
What?
But I'm gonna go.
Everyone just froze really bad.
There. I was very torn between these two characters. They exist within their same universe. They're both within X-Men. And I am going to go with Gambit.
Oh, good choice.
And I was torn between him and Jean Grey. I'll tell you why. They both have telekinetic powers. However, Jean Grey, as proven through her cinematic experience, is proven to be a little unstable. And I think that creates weakness amongst the team. So I'm going to go with Gambit, who is tried and true, and he has a Cajun charisma to him that I think would bring a fun element to the group. But I also think his powers would be very useful, and I think he's underrepresented in all of the MCU. And I think he's actually getting his own movie or show or something. I don't know. But my final draft pick, non-MCU character, is Gambit.
That's Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant. Gambit.
Gambit, Mr. Irrelevant. Just
you
like
know, I told you could have had Wanda any other pick.
I'm still, you know what? I'm happy that I have Wanda. And
I know.
She deserves to be a first round pick. I do. I really do.
Listen, it'll look great. It'll look great on the graphic. See, what people don't realize is that it's all about the graphic, people. People are gonna vote, but it's all about the graphic.
Right. It's Black History Month. All black. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we know what you did, Deji. All right. It didn't go unnoticed as I'm writing these down. All right. I expect nothing less from you during Black History Month.
All right, wait, Austin, give us a recap of the teams.
Okay, here we go. Recap. I was gonna get to it. I just wanted to acknowledge Deji, what he did today. Of course, if he wins, we know why, because it is Black History Month.
People.
Okay. Rachel, Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, MCU pick. So Deadpool, mutant pick. Loki, villain. Winter Soldier storyline, Bucky Barnes. I just wrote that to remember. Pym Particles for object, Gambit, non-MCU. Me, Doctor Doom for villain, Wolverine mutant, Spider-Man MCU character, Blade non-MCU, Secret Invasion storyline, the Tesseract as the object. Deji, Black Panther MCU character, Luke Cage non-MCU, Falcon storyline, Killmonger villain, symbiote object, Storm mutant. He's not even here. No. Didn't even hear it. I could have wrote anything down.
You could have.
Lies. I'm right here, man. I just had to get a charger.
I'm very curious to see what the people think.
What I want to try to do, like on the template, I would like to try to put pictures in there.
You should be able to. There's probably a template where you can.
Yeah.
You said there was templates on Google Doc, right? Like on the Google, like. All right. Oh, I can just look it up. That's right. We talked.
I can put it in there though. I don't think they're in there though yet. Is what I was gonna say. But man, I don't know, man. Fine. That sounded pretty good to me. You know, I feel like I have a really solid squad. I mean, I'm just gonna keep saying it. I have a really solid squad. You know, you guys have good squads, but like just think about.
Thank you.
Listen, it's all about the voting. It's all about the graphic. Once the graphic comes out, we'll see what happens.
I have a compelling storyline. You know, just everybody in my circle knows struggle. Even the king of Wakanda knows struggle. Name another king like that. I'm just saying, it's
every king
T'Chaka.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear that. You actually cut out. You actually cut out. So I feel like that's just more of a affirmation to me too.
Odin.
I mean, I'm just saying King T'Chaka had to kill his own brother. So that's a little bit more of
Odin. Odin's been almost killed how many times by Loki?
And
Hela.
Which he did die.
Well, first of all, what is the voting on? Is it just best lineup? Are we doing power scales? You got to tell the people what they're voting on.
So let's do overall lineup, but I also want to see who they think is the best in every category.
Oh,
well, I was just gonna do like, well, I guess the first poll was just gonna be overall who had the best draft, like overall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can do category 2, but maybe we let that one sit for like a day or so, and then I could do another one.
Hang on. Let's do a final wrap up, and then we'll talk logistics after.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, that was our inauguration draft. We're gonna do more of these. I'll put them up every week, like topics, and people can just choose from that or something that I find interesting. And then whoever wants to do it, we'll have guests on too, whoever would like to eventually. I like to do like 4 people every week. It just happened like this week. Okay, happens. So that is
who's
the
the
wrap
worst?
up show.
Who do you think had the worst pick? If we care to
That's
say
not how
it
this
that way.
works. This is
Don't
pandering.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Well,
know
not-
who you
what?
think it is.
Yeah.
Well, who do have the
No,
worst pick?
don't
What?
make you put things in people's heads. They're gonna listen to this and be like, "Yeah, that's right.
You're
I'm-
right.
That was the worst pick."
one. No,
Yeah,
you don't need to do that.
No,
I'm-
you're
I-
manipulating the votes, Daisy, and that is not right. That's
You
corruption.
won't stand for
You
it.
will be banned.
I don't know
They'll
what
be
you're talking about.
banned. There will be.
I don't know what you're
There will
talking
be
about.
suspensions for corruption,
I don't know. All I
collusion.
know,
all of the above.
all I know is if I do not win, it was the count was miscounted, and we're gonna have to revote.
Really?
We're gonna have to revote.
Twitter doesn't miscount.
We're gonna
Twitter
have to
don't
revote.
miscount.
I'm gonna bring my series of lawyers, and I'm gonna make sure that every vote is counted. Make it 3 times, 4 times. I don't care how many times it is.
Oh
Right,
my
you know,
God.
I think 2 people have a chance of winning.
Yeah,
I think it's between 2 teams.
and I definitely think it's me. First of all,
I
Austin,
don't.
you picked a character. You picked a character that there's multiple people in that universe of the same character. That's like 7 picks with 1 pick.
We said storylines. That is a storyline, is it not?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Mhm.
Anyway,
all I have to do is I have to plant those seeds of discord just to give people. That's very unbiased. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
not right. Manipulation.
I don't know what you're
Collusion.
talking
I don't
about.
want to see any slander on Twitter either. I don't want to see
no,
none of it.
nothing off the
No.
official account. You
Yeah.
can slander it with your own Twitter account, but
Yeah.
not
Suburban
SBK.
Kings is neutral, Daisy.
I'm not gonna say anything. All I'm gonna say is remember we still have a week left of Black History Month.
Maybe
Remember,
we don't post it for a
royalty.
week then.
Yeah. Maybe it won't get posted till March. Maybe the one we did earlier gets posted first.
First of all,
How about that?
do you want to be on the side of right or do you want to be on the side
How
of
about that, apples?
We're ending this.
No, everybody had a good squad. I'm lying.
All
Yeah,
right.
no, it was a good draft.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.